Good morning.
Good morning, Will. How are you?
I'm good, Chad. How are you
Good.
doing?
I was expecting a phone call and I realized that from the calendar. So we got a Zoom meeting.
Yes,
I
this
don't have
this
my Zoom front on. Sorry.
you look great. You look relaxed, like you just got back from Italy or something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that and just woke up about 15 minutes ago. So here we go.
This won't take that long. We do need to do a screen share, so I appreciate you hopping on and
No
and and,
worries.
and doing that. Great. So you ready to get this thing started?
I am. I think I've got everything taken care of. The one thing that stuck out yesterday was something about putting the website on the on LinkedIn, and mine was already on there. So I think I didn't have to do anything, but I looked around and I couldn't follow the instructions. But maybe you can see it if you do a quick look on LinkedIn, I guess. But
Sorry, say that one more time. I think
oh, no
I
worries.
think I think someone else thinks that I have an appointment with them right now, and I'm just telling them that nope, I have an appointment
Ah,
with
gotcha,
you right now. So
gotcha.
what
No,
was it?
I
What was missing?
I was the LinkedIn. The last instruction was to put the website on the Sales Navigator after
Yeah,
I upgraded, but it was
yeah.
already on there. So
Oh,
I'm not
cool. Then
sure
We,
if it
we must have done
automatically
we
did
must
it.
have we must have done that, which means I need to remove that instruction from your.
Okay, good, good. I was going to say, I didn't know if I'd put it in the wrong spot or what, but it's on there. So yeah, nice and sunny where you're at, or is that
It's very
state?
sunny.
Is it
It's
okay?
it's very sunny, but like the sun's hitting me on a weird angle where like I feel like you're a little blurry, but like it's me, not you.
Yeah, well, and I'm using a device in my Florida location, which is not as good as the one in my Minnesota location. So, and I'm on East Coast time, so it's 7:30 here, and that was my surprise this morning. It's like, wait a minute, I'm off an hour. So,
Yeah, no, that's why that this person I'm speaking with right now, he thinks our calls now because of the time change. I'm in Greece
uh,
and our time change was last Sunday or this Sunday.
oh,
And I know it changes. It happens twice a year where it just like schedule gets messed up.
gets a little screwy, sure.
Um, okay, I wonder how many other appointments this is going to affect, but
Yeah.
oh, okay. Anyway, okay, you got the link all set there. Good. Cool. Let's go ahead and get started. Then I'm just going to pull up my procedures. So, check, check, and check. You scheduled the coaching and marketing calls, so awesome. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Um, and you downloaded Lead Connector and Sales Navigator, and you've signed into both on your phone.
Yes. Wait, Sales Navigator on my phone, I don't think I've done. I actually got the tab open on my desktop,
Yeah, just in
but
case you want
but
to
I
see things on the go, I recommend you. I mean, we're going to be doing the work for you, so you don't need to, but if you want to, that's where it would be seen.
gotcha.
Yeah,
And then I've got it. Yeah, I've got all the buttons on a home page there, raring to go.
perfect.
All the
Cool.
icon.
All right, so right now I'm going to connect. Actually, I'm going to log into your LinkedIn, make sure I have access. And so we're going to do a thing where you get a PIN code and you forward it to me.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 second while I make that happen. Mm. Is your LinkedIn password the email and like a password, or am I reading that wrong?
Should
Oh,
be an email
Let me,
password.
let me just try what I, because in the password slot, you put in your email and a password. Perfect. Okay. It was what I thought. Can
Gotcha.
you open up your LinkedIn app on your phone and click yes, please?
Got it. Yes, it's me. All right.
All right, that was easy. Now the hard part, which is usually easy as well, but we'll see.
Okay.
What we're going to do now is we're going to connect your LinkedIn to our backend systems. So that
Oh,
takes another second. Give me a second to do that. Are you in Minnesota right now or down in Florida?
I'm in Florida.
Nice. How's the weather?
Much warmer than in Florida. It's I'm sorry, much warmer than Minnesota. It actually snowed
Yeah,
yesterday in Minnesota. So
fun.
for Halloween, yeah. So
Oh
no,
yeah, Halloween was yesterday. Nice.
yeah. I suppose they don't celebrate that in Greece?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I celebrate solo.
Hmm,
No, I don't do anything. I tried to get my stepdaughter into it when she was younger. Now she's older.
gotcha.
And she would like, she would dress up with me, but now she's older.
Now she's told, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and let's see, yeah, obviously Thanksgiving's our next holiday. They don't have that there. What's the next holiday there? Is it Christmas?
No,
No?
next holiday. So we just had a holiday. We had like um every 28th of October. It's like a really big holiday, but there's a parade and
Okay.
everything.
Wow.
We celebrate the victory of when Italy and Mussolini wanted to go into Greece, and Greece actually went to war in World War II, which a lot of people don't know about. Greece
Yeah.
fought in World War II and won against Italy, and so we celebrate that win because that's that was big.
Yeah.
And that's the we call it No Day. Maybe you're familiar. It's pretty popular. Um, because Mussolini was like, we're gonna come, and we said no, and now it's a holiday called No Day.
Every 28th, every month?
Every 20, yeah. So we have two Independence Days. That's like one, like independence from the occupation, and then in March there's like independence from the Turks, like in 1800s.
Wow.
But the next holiday, to answer your question, would be it's another political related holiday, November 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that day, uh, the there was a dictatorship in Greece, and that was the day that it basically ended.
Okay.
Um, yeah, there was a protest, and some people got hurt and died, and that started the whole change. And we celebrate that. Not everyone, actually. Some people don't celebrate it. Some people are against it. It's quite
Oh,
quite funny.
gotcha. Okay.
It's quite funny.
The
But and then
old,
then after that, it's Christmas. Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say, is mostly Christian or do you have a little
Everybody is Greek Orthodox.
Greek Orthodox? Okay.
Everybody is Greek Orthodox. In America, everyone, got 100 different types of churches. Here it's one.
One. Oh yeah.
Everyone is the same.
Huh.
And if you're from a different country, I don't know what they do.
What your options are, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't like the neighboring countries is like Albania, Bulgaria. I don't know what, because there's a lot of them migrate here. I don't know
Hmm.
what they do like religiously. I don't know.
Hmm.
Haven't asked. So I'm making the
So
connection right now. Soon you'll get a PIN code. Oh, you'll get it now. Check your email. Check your a good deed email.
email.
Yeah, Greece has a lot of holidays. The kids take a lot of days off school, which is funny. Yeah.
All right, six-digit code if you're ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
192363.
Perfect. Okay.
Must be on a VPN.
Believe it or not, I've never had the need to use the VPN. We've been able to manage a bunch of LinkedIn accounts without one without problems.
Wow. This I got a notice saying something about a new Chrome in Windows in Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, so we use proxies in other areas, but
Oh,
the
gotcha.
system does. But like me personally, oh, sorry. So I guess yes, we do use individually VPNs.
Gotcha.
I never thought of it like that. Yeah, that's true.
It's good that
Yep.
the
So
system, you know that.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Great. So it looks like that was quicker. Sometimes that takes 5 minutes. In this case, it took a lot shorter. So that's good. Good. We're done with that. Great. Now I want to demo Omega a little bit for you. So I'm going to show you my screen.
Okay.
Excuse me. I guess I'm
Yeah, I want to get a good handle on the flow here. As something gets put together, I've got to get familiar with your apps to be able to bounce around so I don't miss. I don't like letting anything slipping through the cracks, Will. And I know you, I can tell from all your stuff, you're very thorough. Checklist on
Thank
this,
you. Thank you.
email with here's 4 things to do, that type of thing. So that's my
Thank
same
you.
person. We make sure everything gets done. Yeah.
I appreciate you recognizing that because yes, I like to be flowing.
It helps. Stay organized. Yeah.
It does. I hope this weird feeling in my throat goes away because I don't want to keep coughing. But let me pull up your account and then
What should I be looking on, by the way? Should I be following you here?
right now just look at my screen.
Okay.
Right now just look at my screen. That's enough.
Gotcha.
So actually, I'm going to show you something else though. Um, okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
I do.
Okay, great. Let me just move a few things around, like this little bar. Get that out of the way. Okay. Okay. So I usually don't show this first, but you mentioned like I want to like make sure I know where everything is. So because you said that thing, I want to show you something specific. So on the left-hand panel here, we have a bunch of tools, apps, features, whatever you want to call them. Right
Yep.
here, we have the marketing tool belt. And this
Okay.
opens up a new tab, as you can see. And so
Yes.
these are a bunch of marketing tools that you can use related or non-related to to our work that we're doing. And so what I wanted to point out specifically, oh, you know what? Actually, it's not here. Oh, we'll go over that later then. That's not here. Where am I looking for? I think I'm looking for the resources. Yeah, campaign resources. Excuse me. So we made a little visual. I can send it to you. You have access to this folder, the campaign resources. Does this ring a bell?
Yep, it does.
All right. You probably have it bookmarked or something.
Yeah, yep, I got it bookmarked.
Cool. So I want to show you this image if I can find it. Where did I put the image? Where did I put the image? Oh, I recall. It's here it is. Flow charts. Right in front of my face. Okay. So like lead management diagram. There we go. Oh, no, that's not it either. Oh man. Find messages. This is the one. Because we're doing the fulfillment for you, this is not super necessary, but just in case you wanted to see messaging,
Okay.
basically you have, if a lead replies via email or text message,
Mhm.
you'll get a notification in your lead connector / Omega inbox, and it'll look like that lead
Okay.
connector. So if you get an email or a text message notification, it's from lead connector because
Great.
that's where our emails and text will be sending out from. Okay.
Perfect.
Mainly for follow up. Mainly for follow up. And then if a lead replies in Sales Navigator, you'll get a Sales Navigator notification, and then it'll look like that.
Okay.
And then sometimes you'll get a regular LinkedIn reply notification, so you'll get a LinkedIn notification in the LinkedIn app. LinkedIn app is different than Sales Navigator app.
Gotcha. Now, will these look like that's kind of probably in a pecking order priority as well, top, middle, bottom, the way it looks?
Yeah. So exactly. So
Okay.
that's probably an accident too. I'm not. I just realized that. So everything is being run through Sales Nav, and
Yep.
then any follow ups at that point, they've probably made them their way to Lead Connector because once they respond, they automatically get put into Lead Connector or Omega.
Okay.
So once they're in Omega, at that point, they may be replying through a different channel because the goal is to get it off of LinkedIn ASAP
Gotcha.
onto like a phone call. Then you guys communicate through text and email. the way you would with friends or other business partners. So,
Gotcha.
and then sometimes messages go here, but again, like I said, we're going to be doing this for you. But if you want to check things out, this is a diagram to help you, and I just wanted to show you that since you mentioned being organized.
Sure.
So yeah, now let me get to Omega. Okay, can you see my
Okay.
screen?
Yes.
Okay, so our responsibility is to take care of leads in stages 1, 2, 3. Let's call this 3.1, 3.2, stage 4. And then once they're in stage 5, actually, I'm sorry, once they're in stage 4, that's where you have to do something very minimal. So let me kind of explain.
Okay.
So stage 1 is new lead. Anytime a realtor replies to our marketing, only people who reply, not connect, but connect and reply.
Okay.
So the most intent, those people are going to pile onto this little stage right here. Okay.
Great.
And you're going to see where they came from, their name. If you click the card, you'll get a little bit more information on them, like their email, if it was pulled, some, etc.
Okay.
These little buttons will be found right here. So you have the view conversation button. So you can have a conversation with them through text message or through email, and you can see that conversation. It's all tracked there.
Great.
This is where you can view tags. You know what tags are?
No.
Tags are like, putting a name tag on something so you know what it is, like from the outside.
Anything memorable? Something I need to reference?
So no, like for example, like if you don't know who, like who's Will Anagnos, who's that? And then I put my cursor over the tag. Oh, he's a new realtor contact. Like I know who he is now.
Gotcha.
And you can create
Okay.
you can create customized tags, but
Got it.
everybody from LinkedIn is going to be tagged with this, so you know who's from LinkedIn versus who's not. If you want to import your own leads,
Got it.
okay. And
Good.
then this button is if you want to leave a note. So the very last note that we wrote was move pipeline stages. So that note pops up. If I click this, you can add a note. And I recommend you add notes after you have your phone call so that you can remember what you said for your follow-up reference to it. So
Perfect.
leave notes by clicking add note and leaving a note and clicking add note. Super easy. And everything
Gotcha.
I'm showing you, you can do on your mobile device. So if you're not at your computer, no problem.
Okay.
And then there's add tasks. So if you want to add a task to follow up with this person in a week, you can click task. You can write follow up. You want to follow up when? Let's say next week. So the due date will be next week. You'll click confirm and add task. And then on that due date, you'll get an email from Omega reminding you to follow up with that contact. So it's like a set it and forget it reminder. And
Great.
then all the tasks you make, there's a task manager that you can like just organize all the tasks that you made and check them off like a checklist. So
I'm a big task guy. I use a system called Podio. So all I
I've
have
heard of
to,
it. I haven't used it, but I know what it is.
yeah, I
Oh,
use that for my task management. Yeah.
cool.
But I'm
This
looking for this
Omega,
looks like it might be replacing it. Yeah.
yeah, Omega comes with a task manager. I'll show you that in a little bit.
Okay.
And then this is to book appointments. So we're going to be booking appointments for you. But let's say that we booked the first appointment, you had a conversation, you on your own want to schedule the second appointment completely on your own, us out of the picture. You can just schedule the appointment that way and
Got
follow
it.
the prompt. Select calendar, Zoom call, phone call, or in person. Pick a member. That would just be you. And then the day and the slot. And then
Gotcha.
you can ignore the rest and click book.
Okay.
And once you do that, it's on your calendar, it's on their calendar. They get a notification, you get a notification, you get reminders, they get reminders. It's all flown out.
Great.
So when you get a new lead, you do nothing. We see this and we determine, oh, Will Anagnos replied on LinkedIn. What did he say on LinkedIn? So what we'll do is we'll go into your LinkedIn, or we can just click the name here and we can see the message right here in this box. It will populate with the LinkedIn message, and we
Okay.
can see what they said.
That's
So
cool.
so if they said something neutrally like, "Hi Chad, thanks for connecting," period.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Then we would put them here, and then we would follow up with touch point 2. And do note that anybody in this stage, not only will we be following up with them on the original channel LinkedIn, but we're also going to be following up with them via text message and via email every Tuesday it alternates. One Tuesday it's an email, one Tuesday it's a text message, as long as their email and phone number is provided, of course.
Okay.
So if you put them in stage two, they're getting automatically followed up with, like, no matter what. So you don't have to worry about it, which is nice. But we're
Right.
still gonna touch them on LinkedIn since that's the original channel.
Okay.
So that's what stage two means. Neutral replied. Stage three, if they say, "Hey Chad, I'd love to chat," something like that, then we would put them there. Not everyone who wants to chat ends up booking the call with you on the same day. You know, they have their own life and they get distracted, but they get back to you the next day. So until the next day, we put them here just to differentiate people who want to chat now versus people who are unsure.
Okay.
The goal is to empty out stage one. That's our job, though.
Gotcha.
And if you see someone and wants to chat later, that means they said something like, "Hey, Chad, I'd love to chat, but I'm on vacation for the next 3 weeks," like something like that.
Yeah.
And so we'll follow up with them if they're in that step, that stage, later on.
Got
So,
it.
and then let me just skip to appointment booked. So if we book the appointment for you and you wake up and you check your pipeline, you're going to see all your upcoming appointments in stage four. So these are all upcoming, scheduled, non-canceled appointments. They're upcoming, they're pending, they're going to happen. So this is where you come in, Chad.
Okay.
When let's say it's you have a call with me, Will Anagnos, and we have a great call. Then after the call, you have to do this. I can't stress enough. It's all you have to do. You have to do nothing else. But if you don't do it, then we don't know if the call happened or not. And we have to ask you and bug you, and we don't want to do that. So you let us know that the call happened by
Okay.
opening up the app or on your computer and just dragging and dropping them over to stage five. That's it. Well, actually, I lied. There's one more step. And then click the card, click notes, click add note, and let me know about your appointment, what you talked about. Because on the follow-up appointment, you're going to want to you're going to forget if you don't write
Yeah.
down.
Oh, yeah.
So
So
yeah,
that's what the whole point of that is. But when I drag that over there, you're able to see that note. So you know that, okay, it was a meaningful conversation.
for every note you leave, our whole team gets a notification. So we get to see your notes live and celebrate if it was a good call with you. So basically, after the appointment, drag and drop them to stage five, bump them up, and then leave a note. Okay.
Okay.
Now, on the contrary, let's say that you have an emergency, they have an emergency, they can't make it, whatever, something happens. Then you don't have to chase them. We'll chase them and reschedule it for you. What you need to do is bump them back one stage to appointment missed,
Okay.
then add a note and let us know why it didn't happen so that we can properly use the right language for the follow-up.
Sure.
And then click add note. And yeah, I'm sorry, I've been doing it the long way. You don't have to click twice. You can just click it once here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the notes pops up. So
Gotcha.
shortcut. So yeah, a recap. If the call happened, bump it up and leave a note. If the call didn't happen, bump it back and leave a note. But if the call was supposed to happen at 3 and now it's the next day, if they just sit here, you're gonna forget what happened. It's gonna be a mess. So just bump them over ASAP. That's all.
Move them around.
And
Okay.
if you do leave them, we're gonna just send you a text saying, "Hey, please clean it out." Like that's what we mean.
Got it.
So, and then after stage five, these are all optional stages for you to help you organize the roadmap for each person. So the way you nurture these relationships is by meeting again and again and again, just like with a friend. So
Mhm.
after the first appointment, feel free to schedule on your own the second appointment and put them here so that you know the second appointment was complete
Gotcha.
or third appointment complete. And then after that, and I mean, obviously you can skip around. Like I've seen people go from first appointment to first referral. Like it could happen, but
Yep.
let's just go in order. So, first meeting done, second, third, first referral earned, second referral earned, third referral in. So 3+ referrals earned. At this point, these are your top tier people. So you know who's top tier, who's middle tier, who's low tier, and who's like basically a nurture still. Okay.
So we want a lot of people in third tier. That's a
Yeah, we
good.
want our goal is to get everyone to the final stage. And you're probably wondering, that's not the final stage, there's two more. We put these at the end just because we want to get them out of the way. Anyone who is not interested at any point in the process, we're going to put them there so that they get a follow-up 3 months later. And usually like the scripting is like, hey, we connected on LinkedIn 3 months ago. You weren't interested, but maybe now you are. Things change. The market changes. And we get like 10% of people saying, yeah, you know what? Things did change. I am interested now. So
Gotcha.
those people are going to be in a follow-up. And anyone who's in this stage, we're going to halt all communication. We're going to put them on do not disturb, and they're not going to hear from you. You're not going to hear from them.
Gotcha.
So, my doorbell just rang, so give me one moment.
Sure, sure.
Sorry about that. My
No worries.
daughter's 14 and she still doesn't know how to bring her keys with her when she leaves the house. Okay. So yeah, does this all make sense? This is just I mean, really your only responsibility is to wait for things to be in stage 4 and bump them up or bump them back a step. And then after that, just organization, you staying organized and tracking
Yes.
everybody, that's your thing. So do you have any questions about this? Any concerns?
Well, okay, so just a quick recap here. So when I look at Omega, what I didn't see was the same as what you were looking at. The reason being is up near the top. I have to click on realtors. I was on prospects. So, but it's
Yeah,
on real
so thank you for mentioning that. I'm going to make it so that realtors shows up first.
as a default. Okay, yeah.
I'm just going to remove these asterisks because that's why it's showing up. It's like an alphabetical order kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Or, actually, I don't know how emojis are ordered, but it's in the order of the emojis. So, like right here.
Gotcha. The
So let
pecking
me,
order.
yeah. So let me just, and then let me go over the pipelines as well because you have multiple pipelines.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, everything else is going to help you supplement the rest. We're going to keep this the same. Okay.
So, well, I guess the big thing is that when there is a hot connection, somebody wants to talk. I just got your
Mhm.
information. I have a client right now and I want to chat. And I'm out and about. I'm on my phone. I'm gonna have a little tag on probably well, it'd probably be on my Lead Connector site.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be on Sales Navigator.
If someone sends you a message on LinkedIn, it's going to show up on LinkedIn or Sales Navigator. Yes.
Okay, so but well, for it to get on Lead Connector or Lead Converter, what's going to have to happen for it to get on Lead Converter? Where am I looking to find the hottest client at the moment?
Uh, if I'm understanding you correctly, because when we're starting the conversations, and then when they engage back, we're engaging with them and setting up the appointment. So
Gotcha.
you don't have to do anything until
Okay, okay,
all you have to do is show up to the appointment. That's all.
gotcha. You're taking the hot call then, right at the get-go.
Well, a hot message. We're not
Hot
actually
message,
making
yeah, yeah, not call,
Yeah, we're
yeah.
not making calls. Yeah. So if someone says I have a client for you right now, that's really rare because at this point you're kind of a stranger. Like all they know is your profile.
Yep.
I've seen it though, especially in 2020. I saw it a
Yeah.
lot. But
Well,
if
and will
someone
happen
says like,
too.
"Hey, call me now," like,
Okay.
and I see it and you haven't responded, I'll
Yep.
send you a screenshot and say, "Hey, I think you should call this person now." Let's go off schedule. This is a unique scenario. Like that's what we would do.
Gotcha. Well, and so this will happen probably more often with me than others for the fact that we're offering something different. When you
Right.
connect,
Good.
yeah, when you connect with that realtor, they probably have somebody right now that's already failing in the lending world, or the deal's supposed to close in a week and it fell apart. And now they're like, I need to talk to you more about the details to see if this is a good fit for my. So, and 1/3 of the time it will work, the other 2/3 it won't. But it could be. There's probably going to be a little bit more traction here because it's not quite the relationship yet. It's more like prove it, prove to me
Right.
that you can do what you're touting because you're a private investor.
Right.
Um,
The
and
first one is
one,
always the prove it lead or prove it
yeah,
offer.
yeah, and the prove it happens a lot more in my field than the lending field.
Good.
So,
Okay. Good. I didn't have awareness on that. Good.
yep.
Makes sense though.
Yep. Yeah, so there'll be more emergencies with these
Okay.
people times, yeah. But there'll also
So
be
just if your phone dings, just look at it. That's all.
okay, gotcha. Will
Um,
do.
but do note that if you do want to interfere, like if you want to message someone before we do, just let us know so that we don't double message,
Sure. And
That's
just
all.
again, a rehash here. I'm looking for step 4.
Yeah,
You're doing
so you're waiting. Yeah, so you're waiting for people. You're just looking at step four, stage four,
that.
appointments booked. And if you see like three names here, you're gonna see three appointment events on your, is it
Yeah.
Outlook or Google?
Oh, look.
Yeah, so you'll see three new events. They're all gonna be called phone call with name. Three new events. So you'll see on your calendar, you'll get a confirmation email. You'll see it here in stage four. So it's really transparent.
Will, what's the soonest if you guys get through your progression, what's the soonest somebody can schedule? I want to talk in an hour or the next day?
So we don't like scheduling same day appointments because it causes obvious issues. Not
Yes.
everyone's ready.
Okay.
Usually someone like you wouldn't be ready because it's like I have other things to do that. Like,
Sure.
so if it's the same day, we'll text you in WhatsApp and say, hey, can you take this today?
Perfect.
Otherwise, we always schedule next day or later on.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. If it's the
Yeah.
same day, we will ask you first.
Yeah. If you end up calling that realtor who has a closing that's falling apart tomorrow, you might get more of those. Hey, can I talk
Well, yeah,
today?
we will absolutely I'll call you and say,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
But don't worry, don't worry. You have the
Okay.
accountability.
So I'm looking at step 4. I'm watching up until that point. Step
Yep,
4,
and you're
I
gonna
take.
see everyone else in the meantime, like where they're being tracked. So yeah.
Okay. And for the most part, then I'm tracking everything and moving everything from step 4 on, moving them forward.
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
okay.
From step four on, that is totally up to you. Organize your contacts to make. We've added all these stages because of so much demand for it. We used to stop at appointment booked, but then like there are things have to happen after the appointment, and there's so many people. You want to remember, I spoke with these five people twice. I spoke with this person once. Like
Gotcha.
all that helps a lot. So.
It's a good problem to have. Once you get to the referral earn section, Will. So in one, when I move the client there, or the realtor to that section, I might have notes in there about the specific referral. And if they refer somebody else, do I move that same card to 2 and it's a big trail and to 3?
If they refer a client, you're gonna want to put them in a different pipeline in
Okay,
the
not the realtor pipeline then.
no, because they're not a realtor unless they're referring you a realtor. If that realtor is referring you a borrower, then you can, or I guess in this case they're a prospect at this point,
Okay,
because we have let me show you all the pipelines now. So we have realtors, reactivation for like cold follow up, online leads if you're doing that and you want somewhere for your leads to go, divorce attorneys, builders, prospects. So any realtor who refers you something, you can put them in the prospects stage and you can track them all. So new referral not spoken, outreach started, spoke, not interested, unresponsive, appointment requested, all this stuff, all the way to not qualified or whatever. Now,
gotcha.
once they're actual a client of yours, we have a separate pipeline for that, the loan process pipeline for
Okay,
borrowers. So once they're a client, you can put them in, new loan submitted, appraisal ordered. You can rearrange this in case the order is different for you, but the goal is to get them all the way to post closing or loan
gotcha.
funded post closing. And
And
then
will
once you put them in post closing, if we sync this to your Google, if you put them right here, they'll automatically get an email from you asking to leave you a Google review. So we'll set that up sometime.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so your primary function though is usually, hey, it's connection to the realtors.
Correct.
But
Correct.
but
But
I'll
once but once you have, once you have referrals from them, we're providing you with all the tools, resources, and software so that you can, have it all like on a bird's eye view and knock them down the process. So that's easier for you. You're not spending so much time not being organized. You're
yeah.
organized this way. So
Well,
every time you get a referral, put them here and put them in the stage that matters. And then once they're an actual client, you want to bump them over to this one. You can do that. I can show you how to do that when we cross that bridge.
yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But okay, I see. So yeah, so I create the prospects and ultimately I get to use the same kind of CRM for the most part for realtors, clients, it's just different.
Realtors, clients, divorce attorneys, whoever, even for recruiting, loan officers or anything like that. So we
Gotcha.
have a pipeline for almost everything that's been requested. And
Perfect.
each pipeline comes with its own, follow-up workflows. They're all customized to that audience. So
Okay.
for now, I'd like to see us fill up the realtor pipeline and see you fill up the new leads pipeline.
New leads,
Yeah.
prospects. Yep.
Yeah. And once you get referrals, I'll show you more like first click here and then add their name here, and I'll show you all that when we get there.
Okay.
Um,
A side
yes.
note here, back on the, again, I kind of customized a lot of the emails and texts a little bit. Um,
Good.
as we go through this progression, if you find that your progress is getting stagnant where they keep not wanting to move forward to the next level, we might have to retool some of the language a little bit. You obviously
Absolutely.
optimized it a lot before, but since I had to rewrite it, I try to use some of the same stuff that you had, but it's more customized. So,
And I wanted you to do that because it's
oh,
different. It's different for everybody.
sure,
It's a lot easier than asking you to start from scratch. At least we
sure,
give you some sort of template. A lot
gotcha.
of people just use it as is. They change a few numbers and they use it as is.
Well, you'll be able to probably tell a little bit too if you're getting people get to the next level to where they want to make an appointment or not. And again, I'm a little unique with the private investor versus mortgage lender concept, but hopefully you see a normal flow through like you normally would, where people are getting to the point where they're making appointments and we're getting to step 4.
Yeah. So let me just kind of paint a picture for you. So the reason why they're going to schedule calls is because you are reaching out to them organically, one-on-one, whether it's on LinkedIn, email, or text message. So that's
Okay,
you. But the emails that are going out either before you talk with them, after you talk with them, during the scheduling process, those emails are just to kind of back up what you offer, your authority, how you can help them, how you know a lot about, what you do. So the authority basically. So those emails are to create value around you. And then the text messages only go to people who you actually spoke to on a phone call. So
okay,
those emails, they're not going to be the things that ask for the appointment. Those are going to be the things that remind them that you reached out on LinkedIn or a different email or to their text to their phone number. So it's to be like, oh yeah, Chad, this is a really cool email. And Chad, I think he messaged me on LinkedIn too. Let me go back to LinkedIn. Hey, sorry, Chad, I just got, I didn't see your message. Like that happens all the time. Happened yesterday. So
gotcha.
so yeah. So that's why we're sending out those emails. They're not to book appointments. They're to remind them that you're actually because the email is just information based. The
Gotcha.
conversations is conversation based, and that's what moves the needle forward.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Any other questions about the pipeline?
I like the way it flows, so I think that all works just well. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm
So
watching.
as new leads pop into here, your phone will ding and you'll get notifications.
That's a good sign. It means things are working.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a volume goal, like to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 deals, leads a day, or
So our outreach goal is to reach 60 new conversations being started per day. We start with 25 and we build it up from 30, 25 per day, 30 to 35 up to we want to get to 60.
gotcha.
That's our goal. When it comes to appointments, we'd like to see around 3 to 5 good appointments. We don't want to fill your calendar just with anybody. We want to get good appointments around 3 to 5. And then, I mean, the
Per day?
goal when it comes to referrals, that's a hard question to answer just because every single realtor is a human and they all come from different backgrounds and they all have their different networks and they all have different clientele. And all those clientels have different, ideas of when they want to borrow. So it's hard to say.
Sure. Gotcha.
But what we want for you is to build relationships so that after 6 months time, you have new places where you can ask for referrals from, which you didn't have beforehand, so that your new low is higher than whatever it is, today.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah. So when there's a bad market, you don't have 20 referral partners, you have 50,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
makes things a little bit easier for you long term. So,
Agree.
so yeah.
Cool.
So do you have any more questions about the pipeline? Otherwise, I want to knock out some
I
other
think
stuff
I
here.
think we're good.
Cool. So we're gonna have scheduled calls where I kind of go through more in detail, but I want to give you just a run through here. So to see like things being tracked, you have the dashboard. That's to see like how many new leads, new appointments scheduled per day, per week, per month, stuff like that. That's all found in the dashboard.
Okay,
Conversations, all the follow up is being done through Omega. So if they respond back to you, and they're going to respond back to you, it's going to look like email and text message to them. So to respond to them, you can just do that in conversations through here or on your mobile device. And once
okay,
you actually have a conversation, you'll get a better idea of what that looks like.
gotcha.
And then calendars. So this is like basically like a calendar software. So if you have like Calendly or another software, you can stop paying for that, and you can just use the calendar software here. We've set you up with 3 calendar links: a phone call, an in-person, and a Zoom call. So you can use these calendar links. You can. I'm going to go to share. We can even customize this to actually like say like your name here. So like it's a nice like organized link. But these are like you can use these calendar links for scheduling. You can embed them onto sites and funnels, which we may do in the future. But the point is, if you want, someone outside of our project to schedule an appointment with you, and you want them to enter Omega, send them your Omega calendar scheduler link. They'll book a call and they'll show up in Omega, and that way, everything's all in one place. More
Okay,
for the lack of a better word. Yeah.
okay.
Are you currently using a different software for your calendar appointments?
I think I might have the free version of Calendly that I'm using.
Calendly. Okay.
Yep,
I used to use Calendly, great software. I don't use it anymore just because Omega is the
does it
exact
all.
same thing, and it's one less thing to follow. It's one less software.
Gotcha.
So so if you want, I recommend you start using your calendar links here to schedule your appointments, whether it's with leads or referral partners or whatever, because once they book an appointment through here, they're going to be now a new contact, which when they're a new contact, there's 1,000 things you can do afterwards,
Okay,
regarding campaigns, notes, etc. Um, and then we're at contacts. So this is just like a contacts section. So you have everyone's name, phone number, email, when they were created, last activity, tags. If we were to add birthdays, which I recommend so that we can send them automatic birthdays, which we have set up, we can like show their birthdays and that would show up here. Um, right here at the top of your screen, we have the task manager, which I mentioned earlier. So right here, this is the task list. So this shows all the tasks. So name and description for which lead. So we did it for me earlier.
sure,
Who is the task assigned to? So you would probably just assign it to yourself or
sure.
to your ISA. When's the due date? So right here it says due in 3 days. Just kind of like it's a cool little reminder. And then if you click this, mark as complete, it marks it as complete. And so
Oh,
this stacks up with all the tasks that you made, and you can filter them by all, by pending, by completed, just to see what's left versus what's, done.
can I sort it by date too?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can sort it by date right here.
All right,
Due
perfect.
date, yeah. Date added, due date, yeah.
Perfect.
So play around with that.
Okay.
And then in marketing,
Okay.
we have the social planner. On one of our marketing calls, we're going to schedule posts to go out. We're going to look at them together. I know we talked about that a little bit via email,
Sure.
and those can go out to your Facebook and LinkedIn pages. Uh, Basically, you set it and forget it. We scheduled a post for 6 months. Posts go out once a week, and for 6 months, you're at least posting once a week something.
Gotcha.
We'll go more into that on another call because we don't have enough time. Also emails. So we have a lot of email templates such as, Happy Halloween, Merry Christmas, um, 4th of July, Happy New Year. So if you want to send stuff out like that, Labor Day, we have emails like that. Let me just show you the Christmas one. So do you have any systems already that are sending out Christmas and holiday stuff to your clients?
I do not.
What?
I do not.
Okay, well now you do.
Yep. Yeah, and I do.
And Christmas is coming up, the holiday season's coming up, so you have a lot of opportunity to. It's an excuse to like reach out to everybody without having to like be salesy or whatever.
Sure.
So we have also mortgage templates. So like check out these listings, cash borrowing tips, um, Quarter 1 mortgage review. Like, so every quarter we can send these mortgage review emails to your clients and they can schedule a call by clicking the button in the email and they'll book a call with you. And so we can craft this so that it's more branded to you. But most of the work is done.
Gotcha.
And then automations. So this is where all the workflows, triggers, and automations are. So this is the top of mind awareness folder, which you know about. We have nurture campaigns for borrowers. We have follow-up campaigns for almost everybody. We have we have triggers for prospects, triggers for borrowers. This is really cool. So if you have someone in like stage 1 of the loan milestone process,
Mhm.
if they get put into stage 1, your client will receive like an email saying, hey, like you're at stage 1, like you're in the loan purchase process, or appraisal ordered. They'll get a notification that the appraisal has been ordered. So that everyone's on the same page when it comes to what step are they on. And so you can send this out to referral partners, to the actual client itself. So who's ever in those stages, they get those notifications. So everyone's just on the same page.
Will, how do people get into these stages though? Do I put them in there?
Good question. So yeah, you go to opportunity,
Okay.
you go to the pipeline that you want. So let's go to borrowers.
Okay.
Oops. Click add opportunity and fill it out. That's
Gotcha.
it. That's it. You just fill it out.
An opportunity. So if I put somebody in the appraisal ordered, wait, if I add an opportunity,
If you add an opportunity, you would add their name. If they don't already exist, you're going to put their name. I'll put test, for example, and you'll click create new contact.
gotcha,
So first they need to be a contact. If they're not a contact, you can create it right here.
gotcha.
You put in their email and phone number if they have it. Then which pipeline do you want to put them in? I want to put them
Yeah.
in this one, the borrower's pipeline. What stage do you want to put them in? I want to put them in the appraisal received or appraisal ordered, excuse me. And then what's the loan value? 500,000. It's nice to put the loan value in here because it calculates, your pipeline value, your conversion rate. So it's nice to put those numbers in.
Gotcha.
Who owns the lead? Obviously you.
Right.
Any tags? In this case, no. And then click create. And then you can click X. And then if I refresh or if I wait a second, it'll pop up here. Let me just, oh, it popped up
Gotcha.
right there.
Okay, so because it's in the appraisal ordered area of here, is it already in the workflows on the automation?
I believe we've turned off the automation just because we want to turn everything off before, we get started.
Okay.
But let me just check. Did it add it automatically or is it? It did not. So that workflow is off. But if
Okay.
it was on, they would receive an email immediately.
Okay. And that's probably good that it's off because I probably have to tweak some of those as I move them through the flow again because my system will be a little different than a typical loan officer. But
So thank you for mentioning that. Do not put anyone here while it's off because what's going to happen is we're going to turn it on. And let's say you put 10 people here. That means for 10 people, we're going to need to do this back and forth. And
oh,
that's just, if it's more than 10 people, it's kind of annoying. So
gotcha.
what I would do is I would make sure that the workflow is the way it says what you want it to say, and then turn it on, and then add
Okay,
the content. Then add the
gotcha.
context. So
And if we're
all the stuff you want to do, like
yep,
you tell me, and we do it together until you know how to do it by yourself.
gotcha. And then I don't jam up the system a little bit then too. So
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
yeah, yeah, no worries.
Cool. And then last thing I'll end off with. There's a lot I didn't cover, but we'll cover it other weeks.
Sure.
Over here, you have other kind of tabs like appointment setting guide, positive lead script, objection handling scripts. You don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
The marketing tool belt, like I said earlier, has a lot of um, well, marketing materials that you can use either with realtors or without, or for your own business. So you can help. So if you're ever wondering, what can I do today that's different? Like check that out. We'll go over that together as well.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is I want you to, if you can do this right now, if you can click portal, I want you to log into the portal just so that you're logged in. And
Wait, I don't
so
think I have portal here.
do you see it on your screen, portal?
I've got marketing tool belt. Right above it is training library.
Okay, hang on. I know the problem. We had this problem with someone yesterday. I just need to do like a little reset.
Gotcha.
So once you see that, I want you to log in. That portal it's the affiliate portal. So if you ever refer us business through your affiliate link, you can see, when you get paid by us. And it's where the Omega training course is, so that you can, on your own pace, learn about Omega. We've split it up into different modules, and each module is represented by each like left-hand panel. So like there's a whole module on just the opportunities. There's a whole module on just the automation, so that you can learn about what's there in like, classroom format. So on your own time, it's not mandatory at all, but if you really want to understand this tool so that you know what you have, so that you can speed up your processes, save the most money and time, I recommend you go through that in your free time.
By the way, in the
First,
login,
I want you to access it. So yeah, give me a second.
so I'm in portal, but can't log in yet.
Okay. Can you refresh your screen and let me know what you see?
Okay. So I'm at the login for the portal. I click portal, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yep.
So now, do you see it's a white button that says login with secure code.
Nope, it went right to a login page. Half the page is white, half the page is purple. It had my chat at A Good Deed. It has a password, but I
It logged
clicked
you in.
valid.
On
There's
the
a
left
login
hand.
your code.
Yeah, I want you to click login with secure code.
Got it. Okay.
And then the email I want you to use. Hang on.
Okay.
You've given us a few emails, so I want to make sure it's the right one.
Sure.
Mortgage Revolution.
Mortgage Revolution. Okay. Okay, and then do I generate secure code?
Yep.
Okay. User not found.
Oh no, really?
Chad B at mortgagerevolution.com. Is
Hang on.
authorization needed or?
Um, okay, I don't know why this was not done already. So you're gonna get an email, and you're just gonna follow the prompt so that you can access the portal. Why is this working? Why can't I? Okay, unfortunately, we won't have enough time because I'm realizing that this is, I don't know what the issue is, and I don't know how long it will take. Basically,
Okay.
I need to get you access to the portal so that you have access. That's all.
Okay.
And I will do that, and you'll get an email so that we'll all be on the same page. So I'll do that before the end of the day.
Perfect.
My day, so your morning, so you're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That is it. Do you have any questions about what's going to happen next?
Well,
I've shown you everything that you need to see, basically.
well, it'd be a good problem to have if all of a sudden there's somebody who wants to talk Monday already. I guess we'll see. Um, you did mention something about potential discounts if we prepay the account.
Yes, yes. So our pay in full discount is so right now your total is 87.50 over the 7 months of work.
Okay.
If you want to pay in full, instead of 87.50, it's 7,800.
Okay, so it's about $1,000 saving.
Just about. So I think you've already covered 2,500. So let me just do some quick math. If you've already covered 2,500, so what's remaining is 5,300 if you took advantage of the pay in full. So, would you like to take advantage of the pay in full?
Can I get back to you in one day?
Yes, you can get back to me in exactly 24 hours, because by that time we're going to be launched, and before we launch or at the same time as we're launching, kind of have to know that. So
Gotcha.
yes, I can give
I'll
you.
probably get back to you later today, my time. So, midnight tonight at the latest your time or whatever, whatever.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We just need to know before we're like completely launched, which is going to happen within the next 24 hours. That's all.
No worries. The next, the only other question I had is fast forward at the end of this 6-month program. Now I've fallen in love with the CRM and I want to keep going with Omega. What
Yeah.
happened?
You can keep Omega and all of its glory, and you keep your follow up and your automations and our support for just $100 a month. But
Gotcha.
if you, but let's say you want to do that for 6 months, and then in 6 months you say, hey, well, let's do another campaign. Then
Yep.
we'll cross that bridge. Then we'll do another.
Gotcha.
campaign.
Okay. So there's a way to keep going on because getting addicted to the CRM is my concern because I'll probably fall in love with it the way it looks. And that's okay. What do I got to do when we're done? But
Yeah, no, and that's our way. It helps us have a business model where it's healthy for us and it's healthy for all of our clients because we are honestly giving them a tool that saves them money and time.
sure.
If you were to try to take 3 tools and match them all together to match Omega, you'd probably pay more than $100 a month. And
Sure.
where's your support as well? 3 different types of supports. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of our clients, they drop down to $100 a month and they have their platform where they run their business out of. And then a
Gotcha.
couple months later, they go, hey, I want to target this audience in this area. And it's really easier for us to launch a campaign. It doesn't take a whole month because we've already got it set up.
And we're very familiar with the systems by then. So yeah.
Exactly. That too.
Yeah. Cool. Well, nope, I think that's it. Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
get back to you within a few hours as I go through the math here, but
Sounds
basically
good.
300 more and that will cover the whole campaign.
Basically. Yeah. So if you, we're going to get things set up in the meantime, just let us know in WhatsApp and we'll take it from there.
Sounds great. I appreciate it, Will.
All right. Thanks, Chad. We'll be in touch.
Thanks. Take care. Yep. Bye now.
See ya.